If error theory is true, then it's not the case. Affirm the antecedent modus ponens. There you go.
Okay, can you just give an argument structurally for premise one?
For premise one,
Uh-huh.
yeah, premise one, we could say something. Well, you want an argument for the conditional?
Yeah, that's what
Do you
I
want an
asked
argument for the conditional?
for. Yeah, that's what I asked for.
Yeah. If error theory is defined as the thesis that all moral, we could just say something like, if all moral propositions are systematically false, then the moral proposition abortion is wrong would also be false, right?
And what is a moral proposition?
Yeah, some proposition and where we're predicating some property wrongness to some subject. There you go.
Predicating some property wrongness to some subject in the proposition abortion is wrong, that contains a subject and wrongness in the proposition. So when you say abortion is not wrong, that's still a proposition. That's a moral proposition. That right there is systematically false.
No, I said it's
You
not the
fucking
case that
defeated
abortion is
yourself.
wrong.
You suck.
Are you stupid?
You're terrible. Delete the app. You literally just fucking lost in 5 sentences.
Wait, how did I lose? How did I lose?
Okay, so you, as your own accord, everybody listen to you. You defined moral propositions as something with wrongness in a proposition with a subject and a predicate. Not wrongness is still some moral proposition in the way you uttered it.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Yo, you're
because you're not predicating a property wrongness.
Terrible.
Right, you're predicating a negation.
Yo, I need you to go back to the papers, twin. You suck.
Wait, you're actually this low tier? I just want to make this clear for the audience.
Why do you think everybody in the chat? Why do you think everybody in the chat is saying it's embarrassing for you? You suck.
No one's.
Don't ever try to appeal to audience.
Only one person said it's embarrassing. Stop coping.
Yo, I just want to make it clear for the audience. The audience doesn't care about what you think.
When we say it's not the case that abortion is wrong, right? We're not predicating wrongness to any subject. You would agree?
You're not predicating wrongness to any
yes
subject.
Or no?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't listen.
When we say it's not the case that abortion is wrong, are we well, I could just ask, do you agree that we're not predicating the property wrongness to some subjects? Would you agree with that?
I don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean by that?
In that proposition, are we predicating the property wrongness? Are we saying that any subject has that property?
Well, that's irrelevant to how
Can you
define
answer that, please?
It's
yes or no, Lothar?
Yes or no? That's a complete
yes or
red
no,
herring.
dude. Yes or no, dude.
Red herring.
Yes or no, dude. Yes or no. Come on.
Why should I answer the question? Complete red herring.
Just answer the question, dude.
Yo, I'm just doing a quick little intermission here. KG is collaborating with this app called Gabble. It's a debate app right on your phone. You could jump into debates with people around the world, sharpen your arguments, and compete to earn ELO points and real cash prizes. If you think you have the best takes, download the app and prove it. It's available on the iOS App Store. Download Gabble and start debating today. The link is in the description.
Why should I answer a fallacious question?
Yeah, when you say should there, you presuppose some normative coherency within some normative theory in which I can just take conceptual error theory about that. But regardless, can you just answer the question?
No.
So you're not going to answer the question?
I'm not going to answer.
Now let me explain why this question is going to be aerothetically valid. Hold on, stop talking. Let me explain why the question. Stop talking. Let me explain why the question is going to be aerothetically valid, right? The reason why this question is going to be valid is because from the onset, right, I said that a moral proposition is some proposition where you're predicating the property wrongness. Stop talking. I'm not finished. Stop talking, bitch. You're my slave. Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking.
I'm your slave. Why are you projecting?
I said a moral proposition. Stop talking. I said a moral proposition is the type of proposition where you're predicating the property wrongness to some subject. You want to say the proposition, it is not the case that abortion is wrong, is predicating the property wrongness to some subject, which is clearly not. So then it's not going to be a moral proposition under my semantics.
Okay, right? And why is it the case? Do you understand that now? Okay, and why is it the case that...
Do you understand that now?
Okay, even if I granted that...
Which you are going to grant, right? You're going to walk back the claim that it's a moral proposition now, right?
No, I'm not.
Right, then, don't do this, come on.
No, I'm not granting that. Look, what's the argument?
Okay, what about my argument was wrong? What in my explanation of why it's not a moral proposition is wrong? What in my explanation did I just told you?
I just told you I'll grant this for the conversation. Why don't you give
No, but you're still saying it's false. So we need to understand why it's false.
No, I didn't. So
you're granting it as true.
Yeah.
So you're walking back the claim that it's not a moral proposition.
That's what I just said, moron.
Perfect.
Good job. I'm
glad you're getting beat the fuck up right now. But yeah, go ahead and make your point.
I'm getting beat the fuck up, but you're embarrassing yourself. What's the argument for the second premise?
Go ahead and make your point.
Yeah, what's the argument for the second premise?
The second, what error theory being true? Yeah, just a basic argument from disagreement.
Basic argument from disagreement. Do you think that's an argument, Lotier?
Well, the argument is the argument from disagreement.
Well, the argument is an argument is an argument.
Right.
No, I'm asking you to give an argument, to capitulate the argument, not say
if moral realism were true, then it would be expected that we don't disagree on certain moral propositions. And then given the evidence, right, we see the opposite of that, right? What we do see is that across all cultures, societies, what's the argument for what?
What's the argument that it's expected on objectivism that people would agree on some hypothesis?
Yeah, because they're reason giving, right? They tell you what to do. If you affirm that we have, By reason, what do I mean? You don't understand basic concepts such as reasons?
No, I'm asking you to tell me what a reason is, yeah. Are you an internalist about reasons? Are you saying it in a natural sense? Are you saying it in a normative conversation? Are you saying it in a dialectical norm? Which one of those are you saying? Are you an externalist about reasons?
I'm talking about normative properties.
You're
the kinds of things that tell you what to do. Yes. And I'm saying, look,
things that tell you what to do. And what are the kinds of things that tell you what to do? And what are the things that tell you what to do?
Stop meta-yapping. Stop meta-yapping. You understand the point, right? If moral realism were true, you would get stance-independent normative properties. You would agree with that so far?
If moral realism were true, you would get stance-independent moral properties. What does that mean?
Normative
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah, the type of normative properties that don't turn on any opinions, desires, or beliefs, right? They're reason-giving. They tell you what to do, but they don't turn on any of those things. So it's a yes or no. Can you answer that?
Why should I answer that question, firstly?
No one said you should, but I'm asking, are you willing to answer that question?
No, it's because you still haven't given an argument for what I'm asking.
Wait, I'm asking, are you willing to answer that question?
You still haven't given an argument.
You're actually just dodging my questions back and forth.
I'm dodging your questions, but your obligation is to give an argument. Your obligation is to give an argument for the proposition that it is expected under moral realism that's the type of view that it is expected for people to agree on some proposition.
Yeah, because you get stance independent. Stop talking. The reason why it's expected is because you get stance independent normative properties, which are the kinds of things that tell you what to do, which don't turn on any opinions, desires, or beliefs.
No, the truth makers. No, the truth makers for a moral proposition are stance independently true. That's irrespective of whether or not you have access to those things. Whether the access to those things is, I don't know, your intuition. Maybe you have access that way. Maybe you have access a different way. You could be a more realist about a bunch of different other methods. But it's certainly not fucking expected on moral realism that everybody were to agree about a moral quandary. Are you a fucking idiot?
I'm talking about the majority. I didn't say absolutely everyone. Right? I said the majority.
Yeah, give evidence for that. Do you have any evidence for that? Any empirical data that suggests something
evidence
like that?
People disagree?
No, I'm saying if realism were true, okay? Let's say realism is true. How would we collectively understand? How would we even gather the conclusion that because realism is true, people would agree on a moral quandary?
Are you asking me for empirical evidence for a conditional right now, Ben? Are you that stupid?
No.
Did you just ask me if I have any empirical evidence for the conditional?
No. I'm asking you right now to give me evidence for the claim.
Evidence for what claim? The conditional?
Yeah, the conditional. That's what I just asked you.
Can I have $7?
You want evidence for the conditional?
Yeah, that's what I asked you. Are you fucking... Dude, do you need me to slam you over the head again?
What type of evidence are you even asking me for?
Bro, can I have $7?
What are you even asking me for?
The conditional
I get you on argument, but I need $7, bro. Like, really bad.
The conditional fucking statement. Are you stupid? The conditional statement is if moral realism is true.
What type of evidence are you looking for, Ben?
Goodness gracious. Any type of evidence. You can give an argument. It doesn't matter, bro. Give evidence. I
don't understand why I need to give evidence. Given that
so you don't understand why you can't justify your fucking premise?
We can just use our concepts. We can just use the concept and think, if these type of things were in the world, what would we expect? Right?
You fucking suck.
How do I suck? Look, you just want to meta-yap.
Any type. Yo,
you just want to meta-yap and you've been dodging multiple of my questions.
You know what's bad when Lucario's on my side, bro? You fucking suck.
You've been meta-yapping and dodging multiple of my questions. Wallahi,
just give an argument for the premise, bro.
We can just conclude your time wasting. We can just conclude.
Oh, we conclude?
Bro,
yeah, you're gonna run away from the question, nigga? You're fucking shit.
You've been running away from my questions. What
are
we talking about?
You guys need to
dodge multiple of my questions, and you're mad that I'm not answering a single question. I've answered all the other questions in the
Stop yelling at him!
Until I get you to give an argument for the conditional statement, we are not going to conclude. That sound good?
How about you guys just have a mediator?
Oh, you think you're making demands around here? I'm going to force conclude. I'm actually going to leave.